Good morning, folks. CERA's been in operation for only a few days. As you're probably aware, the legislation was only passed this week, and so we're working diligently to pick up the reins from John and his team, who've done an outstanding effort. I'd like to say in the short time I've been involved working with John's team and other folk in at the art gallery, the commitment, the effort, the number of people working there is quite phenomenal. And we've got a long road ahead of us, but we start from a base of a lot of very good work being done by a huge range of people. I think it's important to note that while CERA is establishing itself, we're not starting from zero. The vast majority of people who are currently involved in the various recovery work will transition across to CERA. So all that knowledge, all that skill, all that information that's being pulled together will come across. CERA's role is to provide leadership and coordination to make sure that the recovery and the rebuilding happens in an effective way. To do this, we'll be working very closely with the communities, with the councils, both the Christchurch City Council, Southern District Council, Waimakariri Council, to ensure that that community and input and voice is heard, so that as the strategic plans are developed for the CBD, for the eastern suburbs, the entire area, that the community input is brought through those plans, so that when the decisions are made, when the information is being collected, the people are part of that. As John said, we're looking to transition out of the state of emergency, and when that might happen, we're not too sure after last night. But however, that will happen, and we're trying to get ourselves prepared to be in a position to pick up the responsibilities. If you didn't read the Mainlander section in the press yesterday, I'd commend it to you. It's a very good article by John McCrone that covers a lot of the aspects of the recovery and the work that needs to be done. It's a good read. The big things that are going on that will enable the government to make decisions around what will be done, what might need to be done, are the three big reports that are being done. There's one being done on land. That's all land, including all this land here. It's not just the stuff out the east, all the land that might have been affected. There's a report being done on all the buildings. There's a report being done on all the infrastructure, and something regarded as other hazards. Now, when those big maps, if you like, are ready by probably the end of May, then people will be able to look at the big picture and make some considerations around what might be done, and of course what it might cost, and then what the options will be. So we're expecting that ministers will have good information in the early part of June to start making those considerations. The immediate priorities for us are, of course, the transition across from civil defence, pulling together that big picture I just talked about, and to try and establish some good relationships with people across the community groups, so that we hear what people need and what people want, and that people are involved in the process. Look, I won't say any more, but I'll be available after the meeting down by the sign there. Very happy to talk to anybody. Thank you for your time.